Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, I've been talking to you about palettes for about 20 minutes and it wasn't recording. So we're going to have to start over again. So let me just do a quick, I'll come back to this after I get my hair cut this afternoon, but we'll do a quick look, a quick go through. So this is the Soiree Diaries palette from Pure Cosmetics. I want to keep that palette. Then I have the Caramel Melange palette, and this is from Zoeva. I love this palette. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then I have, this is the Afrique palette by Juvia's Place. This is gorgeous as well. I'm not going to keep this out. I'm going to put this away. Because you guys know I switch up my palette. So just so you're tracking, I've gone through. This palette is the Gilded Desires palette from Milani. I'm going to hang on to that. And then my Vlada from Smashbox, which looks like this. And I'm going to hang on to that. I just picked this palette up from TJ Maxx. It's a Kat Von D. It's one of the quads. It's in Sage. Haven't even had a chance to try that yet. And then I have my two Natasha Denona palettes. I have the Sunset, and then I have the Lila. These are the mini palettes, and I love them. Now I know what I need to order from Sephora. That made me remember. Okay, I have my Norvina palette from ABH. I'm going to keep that out. We're going to do a little reorganization. And then I have my Soft Glam palette. I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to put it back in the drawer. I'm not going to leave that out. You guys know, I'm getting ready to show you two palettes, and you know I'm going to keep them out because that's what I do. This is my Makeup Geek palette. That stays out. This is my ABH Singles palette. That stays out. I have my Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I think I'm going to put this away for a little bit. I've used it a few times. I have my Hidden Treasures palette from Dose of Colors. I've used this once. I really did enjoy it. I think I'm going to keep it out just so we can try it some more. And then last but not least, I have my Queen of Hearts palette from Colored Rain, which I love. And that's what that looks like. So we're going to keep that out as well. I don't feel like I use that at all. Alright, we're going to put this away. This is Milani's Pure Passion palette. This is from the new releases. I'm going to leave this out and give it a try. Give it a try. And then I have the Dior Backstage in Warm Neutrals. Oops. I don't want to break it. I just got it. This is the only thing I picked up at the Sephora sale, but I just remembered I want to get that Camel palette from Natasha Denona. I have my Laura Lee palettes out, my Nudie Patootie, and then the little colored one we got in our Birchbox, but I just threw them in the trash because of her attitude and behavior. I'm not going to support somebody like that. So they's gone. Alright, let me show you. This is my other Colored Rain Cheers to Beauty, and I haven't tried it yet. but I will do a look with this so you guys can see. This was on sale for half off. I think it's bigger than the Queen of Hearts palette. It is. Didn't think you could get bigger than that. Alright guys, so then I have my Rust Melt Stack. I'm going to hang on to that as well. That's what that looks like. This is the only melt stack I have. I do have a couple of their palettes, but we're going to hang on to that. And then we're going to hang on to these two dupes for Lime Crimes palettes. This is from Hard Candy. I'm sorry, Face Candy. Hard Candy is the one at Walmart. I'll get it right one of these days. These are fabulous palettes. If you don't have the Lime Crime, I would just buy these. Okay. That's going to go back in my drawer. Alright, let's talk about 3 Morphe palettes real quick. I have the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. This is what it looks like. I'm not getting rid of this. I love this palette. I beat it to death. But it can get put away. Then I have my Morphe Dare to Create palette, the 39A. That's what this palette looks like. And I love it too. Then I have the 24G, which is the Grand Glam palette. And that's what it looks like on the inside. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love everything about it. That is my problem. I do have this Tom Ford palette that I've done a recent video on. This is pretty, don't get me wrong. And I like Tom Ford. This is not worth what these palettes cost. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright guys. Let's just go through real quick what I hung on to that you didn't see before I put it away. First of all, the Huda Beauty. This is the coral, the gemstone, the mauve, and the warm brown. These are fabulous. They're just little palettes, but they're gorgeous. Great to travel with. Perfect. I'm going to hang on to these, of course. Then I have some Wet n Wild palettes that are dupes. This one right here is a dupe for the ABH. This one's a dupe for the Urban. This is ABH Modern Renaissance. This is Urban Decay Beach palette. And then I haven't tried the other two. One is just a repeat of an old palette, which is Comfort Zone. And then I have bought the Nude Awakening palette, which I will leave out so we can try. Then I have a couple of palettes from my dear friend Gina Stanley. These two palettes right here she sent to us to do looks with. Of course, I'm hanging on to those. I have put some palettes in my basket. I will show it to you at the end. This is the Aphrodisiac palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to hang on to that. I have the Bold Obsessions and the Most Loved Mattes palette. I'm really thinking about getting rid of this palette. I am. I'm not keeping it. Most Loved Mattes. Sorry, guys. Well, it's coming to you, so that's good for you. This is the Bold Obsessions palette. I'll give this a whirl. They're good palettes. They're absolutely wonderful palettes. I just don't use them. I have two palettes from Revolution Beauty. One's the Soph palette, the extra spicy. I do enjoy this. Then I have the Tammy Reloaded. I enjoy this as well. It's a good dupe for the Kat Von D 10th anniversary palette. What else do I have in here? I have a NYX Perfect Filter palette. This is the I Love You. I have the Revolution Beauty Iconic Fever palette. I love this palette. But I really love this one. This is the neutrals too. So those I'm all keeping my hands on for now. Till the next declutter. Alright, we getting ready to say bye-bye to some Too Faced. So I have the Too Faced Bon Bon palette. I never use this. I never use this. I'm going to give it away. I have to make room for more stuff. If I move into another room, my husband's going to kill me. This is the Sweet Peach palette. I'm going to hang on to this one. Because of the wonderful things she does. I have things in here that I don't even know I have. It's ridiculous. This is the Naked Heat palette. I'm going to hang on to this just because it speaks my language. Then I have the Bad Habit Aura palette. This is a dupe for the Anastasia palette. Oh, it's not Subculture. It's another one. I forget now, but this is beautiful. And my friend Jerry sent it to me. She's fabulous. Okay. This is the NYX Swear By It palette. If you do not have this, find this palette. This is worth every penny. It's $35. It's worth every penny. And I have my Makeup Addiction Vintage palette. Looks like this. I love this palette as well. I have a couple of their palettes, but I'm not going to keep that out. Oh, wow, I keep yawning. Alright, so this is the Dominique Latte palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to actually put this out and so I can use it this month. That's what happens. You don't have them out. You don't use them. Alright. This is the Naked 2 palette. I just don't use it. I'm going to get rid of it. I should not be getting rid of my Naked palettes, but I'm going to. This is my Naked 3 palette. I'm on the fence on Naked 3. There's so much coming out now that is so much cheaper. This is a semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. It's gonna go bye-byes. It's gonna go bye-byes. This is my regular chocolate bar palette. I'm gonna hang on to this one. And then this is my Kat Von D contour palette. It's not an eye palette, but I do have her eye palette as well. I'm going to hang on to that. Alright. So, okay. I can't. What to do? What to do. Alright guys, for right now I'm gonna shut it down and we'll pull out some more palettes after I go get my hair cut because it's desperately of a trim. And I'm gonna pick up Emily Noel's palette, the Wanted palette, while I'm at my Ulta because we still have it. Okay guys, I love you so much. I will be back. I'll clip on to this video a few more things and we'll see where it goes from here. Mwah. Alright, I did find my Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. This is what this looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love this palette. I'm going to put it though with the other one, so everything is together. This is my MAC Naughty Girl palette. It was done exclusively for Nordstrom's. I really do enjoy that. I'm going to leave that out so I can get some use out of it. And then we're going to have a fight. Here's my Urban Decay Beach palette. I'm so glad that my dogs don't annoy the hell out of you, because they annoy the hell out of me. Alright, this is the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Honestly, I haven't touched it since I did a review on it. I need to leave it out. The problem is it's so dang big. It's huge. It's a little bit in the way, but we may leave that out. Okay. Here is my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Love this palette. One of the Jaclyn Hill palettes reminded me of this. Can't remember which one it was. Okay, so my camera keeps shutting off, so I don't know how much it's getting and how much it's not. But I've gotten another pile of palettes. This is a keeper, this is a keeper. That's a giver, that's a keeper. Okay, so I have this cream contour palette. It is in medium from Anastasia. I'm never going to use this. I will give it away. I've used it one time. Then I have this highlight palette from Revolution Beauty. It's the Soph palette. I don't want that either. And then I have that Soph palette that I do want to keep. Then I have the Rose Gold Chocolate palette, which I'm sure I bought to dupe. I did, and I duped it. And now we can share it. I know you're like, oh my god, she's giving away this stuff. I just have way too much. Okay, let's get into some ColourPop. How about that? So first of all, these are my ColourPop singles, which I never ever use these. If I had another Z palette to put these in. Yeesh. Alright. I found another Revolution Beauty palette. This is Reloaded, the Iconic Division. I'm going to hang on to this as well. This was Jerry gave me as a gift. I'm going to hang on to that. This is my what's his name? Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I'm going to hang on to that. Let's bring it out and see if we can get some looks out of it. So then I have two palettes from Melt Cosmetics. I have the Gemini palette, which I did a dupe for with the Jaclyn Hill palettes. Not sure it was appreciated. And then I have this is the 21 palette. I got some dislikes on it. I don't understand the whole dislike thing. I really don't. I think I'll keep saying that forever and ever. Okay, then I bought this Face Candy Atlantis palette. I love this. If you love blues and greens, you better get this palette. It's at Hush Cosmetics. Then I got the Brunch Babe 15B palette from who is this from? Morphe. So I'm going to give that palette away. Then I have the 15N, which is the Night Master. I have a feeling I'm giving this away too. Yeah, it's got purples and stuff in it. It's not that I don't love these palettes. I love Morphe palettes. I can't use them all up, although I'm going to hang on to this one. This is the 15H. It's the Happy Hour palette, so that I'm going to keep. Then I have the old Kathleen Lights. This is what I gotta live with. The old Kathleen Lights. This is the Morphe palette that she did. I'm keeping that more for sentimental reason than anything. Alright. I'm giving this away. I hope this does not break up in transportation. But I'm gonna give it away. I gotta find another bag for my giveaway stuff because my husband sees all that. He's gonna be like, you buy that stuff and you just give it away. This is my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is absolutely going nowhere. If this is another palette you need to buy. It's gorgeous. This I Love Sarahi palette from Dose of Colors is another gorgeous palette. This is my Melt Cosmetics. I'm sorry, my Makeup Addiction Cosmetics in Meadow. Another palette I adore. And then there's my Violet Voss Ride or Die palette. There it is. Stop it. Alright. So we got some definite hang-on tos. These I think I can fit in my drugstore drawer. Alright. Let's talk about some ColourPop. So I have the Fortune palette from ColourPop, which I absolutely adore. Then I have the Shayla Perception palette. This is the one that Jerry wants me to do a couple looks with, so I'm going to leave this out because I need to do that. Then I have the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. Ooh, I love this one. Hope from Hopi D Beauty made me fall in love with that palette. This is the I Think I Love You palette. And this is the Double Entendre palette. They look... They're very similar palettes. So I'm going to... Can't keep everything. I'm going to keep the I Think I Love You palette and give up the Double Entendre palette. Watch out, Oko, and don't eat the palettes. This is the You Had Me at Hello palette. I think I'm going to give this away too. This is my Yes Please palette. What are you eating? This is my Yes Please palette. I'm going to hold on to that. This is the All I See Is Magic palette. I'm going to hold on to that. And then, do I have two of these? I absolutely have two of the I Think I Love You palettes. So we are going to give away one. I need to find a bag. Okay. So, depending on how much filmed on the previous video, I'm going to probably break it here and then we'll go into part 3. Thank you guys so much. Mwah.